Okay. So first of all, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I am Kyla Endorf. I am the product program manager for Central and Western part of Nebraska. With us tonight, we have Becky Hannes. Becky, oh my gosh, Vicky Hannes from, you got a new name, Vicky, from Columbus. She does the Northeast area, and Tracy Charrington is on tonight. She does the Omaha area. And Melissa Long, I don't think she's on here right now, but she does the Lincoln area. So if everyone that is joining, if they could please mute themselves. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about Digital Cookie. The parent side. I know that there's probably going to be a lot of questions about the troop side of things as well, and I will go over some of that stuff as well. Vicky's going to be manning the chat. If we could try to hold all questions towards the end, that'd be great. And at the end, we can answer all the questions, and you can put questions in the chat as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
I can see it, Kyla.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so when you first get logged into Digital Cookie, this is going to be on the this is not through the app. This is through the actual website. Logged in. You'll get an email from Digital Cookie and you'll log in. As a parent, you're not going to have a role. As a parent, you're just going to have, you'll just log in and it'll go directly to your daughter's site. No, wrong one. Okay, so this is my daughter's site. So I don't care that her information is being shown. So when you log on to the Digital Cookie platform and you log in, this is what you're going to see. It'll welcome you here. I'm just going to go over the front page here, and then I'll go through the tabs. You can set your daughter's goal or your Girl Scouts goal. It'll show how many packages she sold, packages to sell. You'll have, as a troop, you can see how many cookies your troop has sold and how they've done, how their goal is coming along. In this little section, my cookie site setup, if you watch these videos will walk you through how to navigate your whole entire your site. And then a site setup quick tip sheet. So if you just click on that, it is just basically everything that I'm going through right now, just a step by, it's just all there for you. So my daughter is over 13, so we have a Girl Scout 13 and younger and a 13 and older. They just have different things that they can do. They don't need parent permission and so forth. Orders to deliver in person, obviously that's going to be 0 right now because that hasn't launched. Learning. So right here is the pins that my daughter could earn and the steps she would need to take to earn those pins. And then down here is the badges that she could earn. So there's that information. Come on. If you hit the back button, if you go up here and hit the back button, it takes you out. So don't do that. And I don't know why it's not. Okay. There it goes. Okay. Let's see. Then down at the bottom, we'll show how many online sales they've had, how many cookies they've sold online. So that's just the front of the dashboard. Okay, so badges basically just kind of takes you through the same thing that I just showed you. Learning, this is a great way for the girls to do things through the app here. This is a fun little game. I played it earlier today. It's a fun little game. Here is a take action video. This girl did a Gold Award project and how she earned some of her money through selling cookies, how she was able to help fund her Gold Award project. Traveling, this little video talks about how girls saved their cookie dough money or their profits over the years and was able to go on some cool trips. So there's a lot of fun little videos and just kind of fun little things that you can watch. This section talks about being an entrepreneur, how to set up your cookie page, and things like that. Cookie planning, how to make a budget, how to tell your cookie story, things like that. This section talks about sending emails to customers, how to talk to customers, things like that. This section talks about, oh my Lanta. The next section talks about site setup. So you can walk through with your Girl Scout and you can set up all of her information here. Okay, so that's the site setup. Customers, this is where you will add your customers and be able to send emails to your customers. This will also be the way that customers be able to order cookies online from you. And it's just pretty simple. You just click on add customer and fill out all the customer's information. Let's see, and there's that orders. This obviously won't have anything because it doesn't go live until Friday, but this is where you'll be able to see all of the orders your Girl Scout has taken. The My Rewards area, you can click on View All Council Rewards. What's nice about this feature is the girls can go in and select the rewards that they want. And then as a troop leader, the troop leader can go in and report or pull the report and then be able to go into Smart Cookies and fill out all the reward stuff. So you won't, just because the girls are making the selection in Digital Cookie, as a troop leader, you still have to go into Smart Cookies and select those rewards. My Cookies, this tab will show you all the current inventory, pending deliveries, if you need to approve of any deliveries, inventory needed. So if you have sold 50 Thin Mints and you only had 25, it'll show you over in this far column over here that you need to order 25 more on your planned order. Initial cookies, let's see, cookies, payments, total balance due. And then for cheers, you can send, my daughter's an IGM, so she doesn't have any troop or any girls in her troop, but you could select one of your troop or your Girl Scouts and send them a troop cheer. And I'll show that on the troop side here in just a second. Does anybody have any questions on the parent side?
Kyla, we have one question. Can you go back to the customers tab? They want to know, can you import a customer list into the customer section? So like their email contact list or something like that.
Yeah, I think there's, if my computer will get back there. There we go. I believe so. Yep. You can click on more right here and then click on import, and then you should be able to import your files that way. And also what's nice on each of these tabs has like need help. There's drop down arrow and you can it will help you through your questions too.
Okay, Kyla, we have another question. Are you able to take credit cards on this site for door-to-door orders?
Yes. Sorry, I need to turn my phone down. Yes. I don't think we can show that part of it right now because it's not live, right? Am I correct on that?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
believe it's only on the mobile app. Well,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the app. So
yeah.
yep. So we won't yeah, unfortunately we won't be able to see any of that because the app is not up and
Right.
going yet, not until Friday.
So yeah, there's several questions here about credit cards.
Okay.
Say you're going door to door and the customer wants to pay credit card, how would you do that? You want to answer, Kyla, or you want me to take it?
Yeah, you can take it. Sorry.
Okay, so if you're going door to door and you'll have a customer that wants to pay for a credit card, you could, if you have the mobile app on your iPhone or iPad, you would just log into the mobile app. You would type in the customer's order, get their name and all that information, and then you should be able to take the payment as a credit card. The mobile app does have a scan card feature on it. And so it does not necessarily it's not necessarily a reader, but you can either type in the numbers of the information or you can scan the card from the customer and then just make sure that they verify the information. And it gives you the option to print a receipt or send an email as well. I should say send an email, not print a receipt, but send an email. Okay. We also have somebody who wants to explain the process for Digital Cookie Boost Store. Do you want to wait on that question for just a minute while we get into the troop side of the digital cookie? Or
Yeah,
okay,
that one make more sense.
yeah.
Okay, so
And one last question: must it be an iPhone or iPad? My girls have neither of those.
it can be either Android base or iPhone or Apple, I should say.
Okay, I think that's the questions for the girl side of it anyway.
Okay.
Yes, Emily.
Enter the chat.
Okay.
Is there
sorry,
a way?
Shandra, go ahead and ask your question.
Sorry, mine is not much of a question. It's more so of a make sure you kind of statement. So I've been using this platform for the last 6 years at other councils. And the biggest thing I see is people not publishing their sites, the girls not publishing their sites. Could you go back to the homepage and show them where they need to publish their site after they've set it up?
Yep. Yeah, I was going to talk about that part in the troop side, but yeah, I can.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So, and
Shandra, thank you for sharing that insight with us.
Yep. And so my daughter isn't quite filled all of her stuff out yet, so I'm not going to be able to, I won't be able to publish it yet. But once all of the information is entered in here, then it will have like a button that says publish or approve and publish right here. So once your Girl Scout has gone in and filled in all of the information on that needs to be done, if you click here on edit, you can go in and she can write her story, what she plans to do. You know, you can upload a video. On the learning tab, it talks about how you can create a video to upload to your site. And it tells you what to say or how to say it and so forth. Or you can just upload a picture. If you don't want to do any of those things, you can use this picture over here that says Girl Scouts Rock. If you don't want to put any personal information up there. And then here's that video right here, how to make your own video. So it kind of guides you through on what to say and so forth. And then down here, you can click on see your site. But it's going to tell me that not everything is filled out yet. So I'm not going to click on that. So yes, so the site setup, just kind of follow this screen. And then when you're done, it'll say publish. It'll say approve and publish. So that is when your site will go live and you'll be able to send out your links and so forth.
Kyla, can you go to the My Cookies tab real quick?
Yep.
I asked somebody is asking if there's like a picture of the cookies, and I wasn't sure if it was on here. Otherwise, I'm going to look on the website and find the one on the website.
Yes. So view entered initial in if you click on that, it has the picture of the cookies.
Okay, and the prices for the cookies this year are $5 per package, and that's all varieties.
Yes. Okay, I'm just going to jump over here. Oops. I'm just pulling up a troop here and a second. Why can I not find it? What? Okay, so when you're a troop leader, you will have, you're more than likely, if you have a child or a Girl Scout in your troop, you'll have, this will pop up once you log in. So you may have to scroll down to the troop. Okay, so this is what you'll see when you first log into your troop side of it. Your dashboard will show pending virtual booths, girl orders. You can you'll be able to see, so like this troop has set their goal to 7,000. You can send cheers to the girls. You can see your online sales. So down here is where you can get reports at the end of the year. You can, you know, print these reports off so you have your all what you sold, what each girl sold. Your initial order, you can print that off. Cookie badges, you can see what girls completed or completed the badges, I should say. The reward section, this is the report I was talking about where you can click on and see what girls have made their selection and what they want for their prizes so that you can go over to Smart Cookies and submit their prizes. So you click on My Troop. In this section, you'll be able to see who has done their website already, and it's published and ready to go, and you can see who has not done that. Online orders, obviously we're not gonna be able to see anything here. Virtual cheers. This is where you can send a cheer to a girl. You can say, way to go, great job, you're awesome, and then select a little picture. And then you can share this cheer with them. So it's just something fun that they can look at. So virtual booths. So we, as a troop leader, you'll go in and on Smart Cookies and you will put in your cookie booth locations. And then they will show up in digital cookie on this side. Let's see here. Where? Okay, so this pickup option, this is where if you have customers that are looking for cookies, you can set this up to like an hour or two before and after. So if someone wants to pre-order cookies, you can make sure that you have enough cookies for them. They can pay for it online and then they can show up to your cookie booth and they can just pick up their cookies so they don't have to wait in line or stand out in the cold or anything like that. It's basically like they're pre-ordering the cookies and they're going to pick them up during your cookie booth. So that is an option that you can do for your cookie booths. And I thought, but that's only going to be in the app. So when you're on the app on your phone, you'll be able to see an area. I can't think of, Vicky, do you remember does it say take payment or?
I'm sorry, Kyla, what were you saying?
So when they go to take a payment in the app, is it just like a button or like a tab at the top, or is it just right there on the screen?
I think they so they put the order in and then I think they'd ask for payment information and then it'll let you choose if it's, what kind of credit card it is, and then you have to either scan it or put in the information.
Yep. Okay. I wish we could see that part of it on the desktop, but we can't see that part of it here. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions on that? I'm trying to.
I don't have any questions on that, but I can't chat and I've been trying to like ask a question. When you're done with that, can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can go ahead and ask it.
Okay, I have multiple girls and I don't know how to do like multiple accounts on this.
So do you mean you have multiple girls in your household?
I have 3 daughters I have 3 daughters in my household.
Okay. So I'm going to Okay, so this troop leader has girls in her troop. So you would, when you log in, you're gonna see the same thing she sees right here. I don't know why she has that, but she can log in to as a parent, or she can log in as a troop leader. So you'll be able to click on each girl.
Okay, but for my initial email to set up account, it just acted like I was just setting up for my daughter. So will that make it so that when I go in with my email, it won't let me do that?
Let's,
Kyla, let me look real
Okay.
quick. Is
okay,
Maureen is it Maureen?
Yes,
2828278.
yes.
Okay, let me look at your account real quick. And I apologize to those that are putting messages in the chat. I'm trying to get to them as fast as I can.
No, I think mine just said I had to add people to the chat and it made no sense. So I figured I couldn't, like you weren't
Sure.
seeing them.
Sure, but there are others that are putting messages in the
Yeah.
chat, so I'm just trying to get caught up here. Yeah, I'm not even seeing you. Let me do some checking on that. I've got some other
Okay.
people that have said that they haven't gotten the registration email for digital cookie yet, and so that might be part of the issue as well. So let me do some checking on that real quick.
yeah,
No.
and if anybody has not received a link to Digital Cookie, what I would suggest is I would email your product program manager, and all of our emails are in the chat. Like I said, I'm from the central and western part of Nebraska, so anybody on here that has any questions or anything like that, just email me directly so that way it doesn't get lost in the chat. Vicky is the Columbus and that area. Tracy is in Omaha, and then Melissa is in the Lincoln surrounding areas.
And if there's anybody from the Lincoln area that's on tonight, you can just email me for tonight, because Melissa was unable to get on tonight. So if you want to email me, I can help her out with that part, at least for
Okay.
tonight. And then going forward, just email Melissa.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me back up to a few questions here. I'm working on several people that have said that they haven't got the troop link. So I will get back to you on those and follow up with those that have asked those questions. Jen asked, are we able to add another co-leader so they too can see the troop info along with their parent of info? Jen, yes. If you want to email Melissa and let her know that you want to add the co-leader to your troop so that they can see that information, please send her an email. Anne asked, if you put troop secure boosts and smart cookies, once they are approved, will they go into the digital cookie site, or do we have to do those separately?
No.
No, you put them in smart cookies, they will, the two systems talk back and forth, and so they will show up in the digital cookie site. The only thing that you have to do in digital cookie is if you want to do that virtual booth link, then you have to do that in digital cookie. You can't do that in smart cookies. Another question, when will the troop link setup be available on the dashboard? Brandy, I will check into that to see if you're set up. Brittany asked, so smart cookies won't take payments anymore, right? And that is correct. It's all with the digital cookie app. Tracy, we have a request from Teresa Yaromlimic to send her the ABC smart cookies. I guess, Teresa, can you clarify, do you just need the web address, or do you need to get logged into smart cookies?
I just needed the web address. I got it now. Thank you.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. Bonnie says you should have one account as a parent, but then all of your girls should show up under that one account. I think that was an answer to a question about the girls being, more than one girl being under the account. Okay, we got the smart cookies. Brittany suggested using a separate email for each girl can help. The only issue with that is that whatever email that you set up your girls' membership registration with is the email that Digital Cookie is going to recognize from our membership database. So we have to be careful that if you're using separate emails that you set it up as membership that way, and that can be a little tricky. So Lacey says hers won't let her log in, says the cookie season hasn't started, and that is correct. It will officially start on Friday if you're using the mobile app. So you just have to be patient. You should be able to log in on a web browser. If you go on the computer and log in that way, you should be able to log into Digital Cookie, but the app part of mobile app part will not go live until Friday. Okay. Brandy, I'm set up with the Troop, but the dashboard page says the Troop link set up for the Troop Cookie site. Okay, so Brandy, in answer to that question, again, all of that will become live on Friday, the January 26th. So you'll start seeing some of those things, the mobile app, the Troop link setup, all that will happen on Friday. Rochelle says, is publishing their site what will link to the virtual cookie booth option? Rochelle, I'm assuming you're meaning the Troop digital cookie site. And Rochelle, you can unmute if possible and answer that.
Yeah, I think we're trying to understand, like, we've never, obviously the virtual cookie booth is what our girls will be doing. And I think we're just trying to completely understand the process of, like, do we give a website to these to these people, and then they get into a piece of digital cookie to be able to place the order and pay for it, and then the girls deliver?
Yes.
I think we're just trying to understand what that process looks like.
So, Kyla, you want to cover that a little bit more? Because I apologize, I wasn't fully listening to your explanation when we were going over it.
Yeah, let me get back into it real quick. I just pick a Troop. Okay, so when you go into virtual booths, let's see, select a cookie booth.
So as you can see on this page, she's already set up booths and smart cookies, and they've been approved. And so it did carry over into her digital cookie Troop site. Sorry, Kyla.
No, you're fine. So I think I'm trying to think of where they would get their virtual. Setup site. Sorry.
Kyla, could you possibly copy that link and post it in the chat? And if
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
can
Yep.
pull it
That
up,
would
that
be-
might be a good
Yep.
resource to share with them. Since you've got it right there, it'd be faster.
Yep. Yeah. So this part talks you through how it all works. And we have access to all these little playbook scenarios too. So we can always give them to you guys. Okay, I just put that in the chat.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Um,
So Rochelle, did we get your question answered, or is she still trying to find find it? Sorry.
oh, sorry. Let's see. So it looks like once you get it all set up, there should be, I just don't, if you see the link at the top. Says there's supposed to be a link that you be able to give to your customers, but I don't see that.
Is it possible that it's just not there yet? Because I know when we get into this piece where you're at right now, it says girl deliveries turned off for your council. So I wonder if it's just not on yet.
Yeah, I wonder if that's it. Okay, we'll have to look into that part of it.
The directions will help. That link that you sent,
Yeah.
we'll try that out and see if how that works. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, Vicky, we might have to look into that because we do have that part turned off.
Yeah, and it might be just that it hasn't gone live yet because
Right, yeah.
of the Friday date.
Yep.
So, well, I can explain why the girl delivery part is shut off, because the first 2 weeks is only
Right.
ship only. So that's why the girl delivery part is shut off. It will come
right.
on February 9th. So
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
yeah, I just answered my own question.
Yep, I know. There's a method to our madness.
Sometimes you just have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
So, Kyla, we do have another question from Brittany. She's confused. What is the purpose of a virtual booth?
So a virtual booth is if you have a customer that is so in the Grand Island area, we have a lot of people that reach out to us and say, we don't have any girls in our area that I know selling cookies. Can you tell me if there's a girl that could stop by? But then we also can let them know that a certain troop has a booth coming up. If you put your cookie booth in Smart Cookies, we can go and look and see who is having a booth. Then we can reach out to that troop and say, hey, we have this customer that is looking to buy cookies. You could send them the virtual booth link. They could place their order of what cookies they want. You could have their cookies ready for them. They could pay all that stuff. And then they could come and pick up their cookies during your cookie booth. They wouldn't have to wait in line. You wouldn't have to worry about payment. Like all that would be taken care of. They would just literally have to come and pick up their cookies. And
plus, you would know ahead of time what cookies they wanted and make sure that you had them.
Yep.
I was going to say our troop is hoping to do that so that girls don't have to deal with any cash, that they will let customers know, I'll have cookies available at the end of my driveway on Friday at this time, and then they can order, pay online, and everything will be ready.
Yep.
Perfect.
Do you think it's a good idea to be at the end of your driveway, maybe being at a not so close to your home or something? I guess if you know the community really well, maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, and you're sending the information out to specific people.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
I think it would work well for, like if your daughter sells like through your work, for example.
Yep.
They could go online, order, pay for them, and all she has to do then is come into your office and deliver them all.
Correct.
And that's pretty convenient with no cash.
Yep.
Okay. Just to clarify though, the virtual booth can only be set up by a troop. The virtual booth cannot be set up by individual girls. So like in your situation with your girl, you could send them, you could work out a link in your daughter's page and send them the link and with information to say, hey, you know, my daughter's going to come on this day, or if you would like to order, place your order, and then we will make arrangements to come deliver them on such and such day, you know, as part of your message to those customers and stuff. So I just want to clarify that the Troop or the virtual booth link is only available for troops. So just to clarify that.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Brittany, and answer your question, no, you are not allowed to share the cookie booth on the Facebook Marketplace. You can share it on, you know, your personal Facebook page, but any posting about cookie sales are not allowed on the marketplace sites.
Correct.
There's a question, do virtual booths show live inventory or can we shut off varieties we are sold out of?
I believe you can shut off varieties that you're out of.
That was my understanding as well. And again, might be one of those things that we just learn more about it once we get into the site and once it becomes live and we can actually see what it does. So good questions though. Andrea asked, once in-person sales begin, if someone places an order on my daughter's site, can they choose local pickup instead of shipping? Yes.
Yes.
They will have the girl delivery option once the in-person sales begin. Good question. Amber says, if we have a small troop and only 2 girls can do a booth, is that okay? Amber, where are you from? You can unmute if possibly, if it'll let you.
I'm in Grand Island, but there's only 4 girls in my troop.
Okay.
And one of them has dance, and if one of them gets sick easy, that leaves 2 girls for my troop. And I'm not going to cancel a booth because one girl's sick and one has dance. That's not fair to the 2 that can make it.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize my mic was muted. Sorry about that. Yeah, Kyla, you want to address her question?
So I mean, it is supposed to be two girls and 2 adults at a cookie booth. You know, you can always partner with another troop if you want to do it that way.
The train 3 girls, Kyla.
What?
The training actually said there had to be 3 girls
3
and 2
girls?
adults. And if I can just have 2 girls, I'm totally okay with that. But the 3 is what's going to kill me.
Oh, that's right. We did move it up to 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I would
But
say
that's
that's
not-
kind of a one-off situation, Kyla,
Yeah.
that you can work with her on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we just worked that out, Amber.
I figured you'd say that. Thank you.
All right. I think that's all the questions that I'm seeing in the chat at the moment. Maureen, you still have your hand raised. Did you have any additional questions?
No, it just never switched off. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Just want to make sure. All right. I'm not seeing any additional questions.
A question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused on this point. I thought the digital cookie with being able to, with the girls being able to make a little video and all that kind of and all that stuff was to set up an individual page for the girl. But then I heard one of you say the digital cookie booth is only for the troop. So I'm a little bit confused about that.
Okay. So yes, each girl can set up their own individual page. That is correct. The girls can offer
Mhm.
ship only, girl delivery, those type of options. When we're talking about cookie booths, we're talking about that type of booth where a troop of girls and adults go to a location, say like a Walmart or to the gas station or to the grocery store. And those are the virtual booths that we're talking about as well. So like if you were going to a Walmart and setting up a booth where you had all your girls come together, you would want, you have to set that up in you should set that up in Smart Cookie. So it gets advertised for you in our booth finder. And then it also gives you the opportunity to add that virtual booth link if you want to. So that's why there's a troop site for that type of specific thing. But for the girls themselves, they do have an individual page for themselves where they can set up and they can send out their links to their families and friends via email, via their Facebook, via whatever. But they have to complete that process that Kyla was talking about. So does that help, Patricia?
Okay. It does. Yes,
Okay.
it does. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Lindsay wants to know what the name of the app is. This digital cookie mobile app.
It will have a little, it'll have like a little cookie,
Yeah, it just says digital cookie.
yeah. And it has like a little picture of a cookie, colorful picture.
Great questions. Are there any additional questions? I'm not seeing anything else in the chat. If I missed something, please let me know. Chandra was nice enough to share. Didn't know if anyone needs it, but this is a very helpful step-by-step resource for the digital cookie app. If you want to share it with your parents, it's on the GSS. It's on our website under Cookie Program Resources. Thank you for sharing that, Chandra.
Yes, thank you. And like I said, we have like all this information, but then we also have other links and tips and tricks that we can share too if anybody is looking for anything specific. Okay, well, if no one else has any questions or anything like that, we will give you back the rest of your evening. Again, at the very beginning of the chat had all of our information on it. So please reach out to any of us if you have any questions. So
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Have a good evening. And
thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Heidi, that's good to know. I think I did a resync on your account, so I'm glad to see that your troop did show up. So thank you for letting me know.
Great, thank you.